Prologue. Years ago, more like centuries and centuries ago, there a new strain of vampires was brought to creation. Nightwardens, they were called by those who knew of their existence. A Nightwarden's mission was simple. Guard the high sorceress he was assigned to until needed no longer, then return back to his place deep within the earth, a place called the Fold. A new high sorceress would come to power every so often among the covens. Some covens were fortunate enough to have Nightwardens to keep them safe. These Nightwardens were bodyguards in essence, except they were bodyguards without a choice. Bound by the blood of the one they were charged with protecting, the Nightwardens were faithful, monastic, and unemotional. Or so it was thought. No one counted on the emotions that would arise in these creatures that walk the dark and protect the sorceresses that wield power. Chapter 1. Vale. It was time to wake up again. And something was different. My eyes snapped open, and above me stood a vision of beauty. Tall, slender, with creamy skin and long shimmering brown hair that reminded me of chocolate. Amazing, the things that would run through a vampire's head on waking up after his century in the Fold. I couldn't afford to pay attention to those random waking thoughts when the taste of blood was on my lips, my tongue running down my throat and spreading through my body like wildfire. It lit me up inside and brought me back to life. The familiar chanting filled my cell as the witch and the High Council presided over the ritual. I would imprint on this witch, this high sorceress, and be her Nightwarden throughout her reign over her coven. I didn't particularly look forward to my job, but I supposed none of us ever did. It wasn't as if we did it because we wanted to. She looked down at me, and her eyes were almost purple. Intoxicating. I wondered if she was as lovely on the inside as she was outside. I had already done my time with beautiful but impossible witches, and didn't look forward to another such assignment. More of her sweet life-giving blood dripped into my waiting mouth, giving me a glimpse of who she was. I sensed her hesitation, her apprehension. That seemed natural. She was undertaking a very serious vocation, leading a coven. I'd be nervous too. I sensed a gentle nature, which was a relief. The only thing worse than being forced into service was serving a shrew who thought the world revolved around her. Still, something was wrong. Not just apprehension over her new role. Something deeper, more troubling. A great deal of uncertainty. I had the sense to stay silent until the chanting ceased and the ritual ended. You may rise.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?